let us now have the continuation of our lesson following the direct variation, and we are now on the second type of variation. So before we proceed with that, I want you to observe these two pictures. Yes, we have here two kids playing on the seesaw and a flagpole. Okay? These two pictures here have something in common, and I want you to think about it while we proceed with the lesson. Okay, the second type of variation is inverse variation. The first one is direct, then we'll have inverse. The first definition says here, there's an inverse variation for two quantities x and y. An increase in x causes a decrease in y, or vice versa, meaning a decrease in y will cause an increase in x. Okay, so let's focus on the table. How does the number changes in x? Yes, the number for x is increasing from 1 to 5, while for the quantity y, it is decreasing. So 60, from 60, it is now 12. Okay? Kung sa direct, they are both increasing. Sa inverse, kung ang isa ay tumataas, ang isa ay bumababa. Or if the other one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. Okay? See the difference between the two variation? Okay. Next. The statement y varies inversely as x can be translated as y equals kx. So, malaki ang kaibahan for direct. Okay? See the difference with the two equations. So, y equals k over x translated from y varies inversely as x. Third definition, or before we proceed with that, let us now try to translate statements into equations involving inverse variation. The number of petchy plants in a row varies inversely as the space S between them can be translated as n equals k over s. Again, k stands for the constant, just like with direct variation. Another example, the number of pizza slices varies inversely as the number of persons sharing a whole pizza. So these are real-life example of inverse variation. So this one can be translated as n equals k over, oh, that's wrong. It should be p equals k over n. Let's disregard this. So we have p equals k over n. Okay? Now let's proceed with the third example or third definition. We have two already. It says here, it occurs whenever a situation produces pair of number whose product is constant. So, to determine the constant of variation here now, we are now talking about pairs of numbers with a constant product. If in direct variation, the constant is the quotient, this time it is the product. and it is obtained by multiplying the pairs of numbers from the table. Okay, so we'll have 1 times 60, that is 60. 2 times 30, that is also 60. 3 times 20, 60. 4 times 15, 60. And 5 times 12 is also 60. Okay? So, if x varies inversely as y, the equation now is x equals the constant of variation, which is 60 over y. This is the equation that represents this table. Okay? Let us now have our first example. If s varies inversely as t and s is equals 3 when t is 14, find s when t is 6. Okay? Again, just like what we did with direct variation, translate this statement to a variation equation. So you'll have s is equal to k over t. It says here s is 3 when t is 4. So how do we get k here, or the constant? All you have to do, 3 is over 1, cross multiply. Okay? So k is equal to 12. Now that we have k is 12, s now is equal to 12 over t. Find s when t is 6. So to find s, just substitute 6 with t. Therefore, s is 2. This is the answer to the problem. Okay? Next. If y varies inversely as x and y is 10 when x is 2, find y when x is 10. Okay? Again, translate the statement into variation equation. Y equals k over x. Y is 10 when x is 2. Again, this is over 1. You have to cross multiply. K is 20. Now that k is 20, y equals 20 over x. Find y when x is 10. So, 20 divided by 10, the value of y is 2. Any question? Okay, now let's proceed with a problem that involves inverse variation. The number of days D needed in repairing a house varies inversely as the number of men working. It takes 15 days for 2 men to repair the house. How many men are needed to complete the job in 6 days? So, again, just like with the previous examples, translate the statement into variation equation. So therefore, D is equal to K over M. It takes 15 days. So the 15 days is referred to as the D. For 2 men to do the job or to repair the house. To solve for the constant of variation, cross multiply, the value of K is 30. Let's box that. You should emphasize the value of K. Now that we have K is 30, the equation now is Y sorry, it's D equals 30 all over 6, or M first. Now we're going to find how many men are needed to complete the job in 6 days. So 30 over M, and this is 6. The question is how many men. So you will not replace 6 with M but with D. Then this is over 1. Cross multiply, you will have 6M equals 30. Divide both sides by 6. M is 5. 5 men. Okay? It takes 5 men to finish the job for 6 days. So that is the answer to the problem. I hope you were able to understand it, and I hope you'll be able to do the task assigned for you. That would be all for inverse variation. Thank you, and see you again on the next video.